tisine wak Seigilkhomna vizausi ama sapinin chibai kahin bolove kaimin a hile thintang hokip tuni khwa tisine wak Seigilkhomna ihin ki hopi dingu ges a hile aitia in het jingma bangwa eho Kuki-Zo telanga ani pongjing pu Mr. Vishwajit Singh, advocate, legal advisor to Kuki Organization for Human Rights. Amain apartment luta tisine wak tepi Zalovin ama chunga jang ki patu ka kasayin. Thank you sir for joining us. Abanle ani nahi Miss Marina Singson amain jang nampia dingan anato na le abanle tuni ha aphat epi ki Zalovin tisine wak minin ama chunga jang ki patu kan sai kine tuni khwa yung ki holim na dingo topic cho hile the confusion, conflict and community, the Kuki-Zo struggle in Manipur ti topic mangcha pu Mr. Vishwajit hin aban le Miss Marina to chomcha Seigilkhomna hin nei dihe ti chu apat na ka hin sei hin tin amain tu hin first question in ani chijingutin sir, my first question is regarding your visit to our Kuki area in Manipur. How is your experience and what did you see? This is my first question, sir.
All right, yes. I spent around 8 days in my visit to the Kuki areas of Manipur, and I landed in Dimapur. From there, I took the road to Kangpokpi. In Kangpokpi, I visited relief camps, I met CSOs, I visited the mission hospital, and also I visited various villages where relief camps are being organized or where people are trying to get together their lives in displacement. So, and after Kangpokpi, I took the German Tiger Road to Chanpur Lamka. There also I met the civil society organization and I visited relief camps. I also visited the Martyrs Cemetery, and I held meetings with CSOs regarding the relief work which is being undertaken by the society and by the community. And I saw that very little aid material is coming from the government side. Most of the aid material is being organized by the civil society organizations, and a lot more has to be done in terms of providing livelihoods and rehabilitation to those people who have been displaced. A lot has to be done in the area of education of children. Whatever is being done by the community and the civil society, and very little has been forthcoming from the government.
Yeah. Good evening and good day to Vishwajit, and also to our anchor and to all the viewers watching today. I extend my heartfelt love and respect to each one of you. Vishwajit, on behalf of our people, the Kuki people, I truly thank you for visiting the Kuki areas and our relief camps. Your courage and your kindness mean a lot to us at a time when truth is often ignored. Your visit reminds us that justice and humanity are still alive. Thank you so much.
Sir, regarding your visit to the Kuki area, I know you had it from Delhi or some other state, but when you visit, how is the reality and what you had from the other state, what you had from the long distance? What is the differences, sir?
Yes, I covered 3 destinations. One is Kangpokpi, other is Lamka, and third was Aizawl. I spent 2 nights at all 3 each place, and rest of the time was spent in traveling. So I had to travel long distances on to cover each destination, to reach each town, and particularly on my way from Kangpokpi to Lamka, I had to pass through very thick jungles and very thick forest, and the terrain and the road was quite tough and quite inhospitable. And I chose that road to experience for myself the hardships and sufferings being faced by the Kuki people just to go from one town to other town where they may be having family or relatives or some work. But for normal day-to-day travel, a Kuki person has to travel 9 to 10 hours just to reach from Kangpokpi to Lamka, which can otherwise be a 4 hour journey. So and this is because the shorter routes are being denied to them, denied to the Kuki people. So I experienced for myself uh, the the hardships which they are facing on a daily basis. So something should be done by the government to work to develop the alternate road, which is now called the German Tiger Road. And I was told that the Kuki CSOs and Kuki people are themselves pooling their own resources and preparing that road. And but I would urge the government, central government at least, to get that road repaired so that an alternate route is available, which is easy to take available and which is more it is it is less it's less hard, and a better road is available to the Kuki people, which is smooth and does not put their lives in danger, because passing through that route itself, passing through those patches of very rough road, somewhere it was water was overflowing, somewhere it was very deep slush. So if that road can be repaired, then at least people can have a smooth ride and save. Because then passing on those patches can be life threatening also. So I would really urge the government to pay attention to that route so that alternate route is smoothly available to the Kuki people.
Yeah. Especially the muddy areas, the concrete
Yes,
and
the slush area, which
slippery and
yes,
dangerous.
and during the rains, it can be very treacherous during the rains.
Right.
And I have got pictures. I've documented the entire route. I've got pictures. Some parts of that road are very slushy and full of, and they are very. There's a lot of muck on those roads. There's no road actually. There's just a path, which is muddy at best.
Right.
Sir, what about the Infar? Have you visit Infar? The Meitei
No,
area.
I did not go to Imphal. I totally avoided Imphal in my visit because I am not welcome in Imphal anymore. I was informed by local army officers who are deployed there in Manipur that there may be some controversy, even if there is no danger to my safety and security, but there could be unnecessary controversy or there could be an unnecessary scene created by the people living in Imphal, because I have been receiving a lot of trolling from those people, and there have been some level of threat also. So I totally avoided Imphal.
Okay, sir. Let's proceed to next question. Here, my second question is separate administration versus constitutional boundary. Let's say about for the demand for separate administration for Kuki-Zo community is gaining momentum. How did you see it's we are going to achieve it, or we are not going to achieve it, or whatever? We can't say right now, sir. But can you give us
I'm
hint
not the right person
for
to comment.
regarding our demand?
I'm not the right person to comment whether Kuki people will achieve it or not. But yes, Kuki people have a right to life, have a right to life of dignity and safety. Therefore, and the separation uh, is administrative separation is provided for in the Constitution of India also. So Kuki people have all the right. They deserve a separate administration. Whether they get it or not is not up to me to comment. But yes, they certainly have a constitutional right to a separate administration. And the demand is not only gaining momentum now, the demand has been there for last 2 years, more than 2 years. And I have seen that the Kuki people are quite unrelenting in their demands, which is good. And because demanding a right according to the constitutional framework is not illegal. is very much within the right of the Kuki people to demand separate administration. And there is de facto separation is already there on the ground. I could see it. Kuki people cannot go to Meitei areas. Meitei people cannot come to Kuki areas. So only an only a administrative separation is left to be done. So it would be wise on part of the government to give the Kuki people a separate administration and save a lot of lives, prevent loss of lives.
Yeah. So separate administration versus constitutional boundaries on this, my comment would be, our demand is not about breaking India. It is about protecting our people when the state has failed to do so. So separate administration is no longer a choice. It has become a matter of survival for the Kuki people. If the constitution belongs to all Indians, it must protect us too. I mean the Kuki people.
Sir, regarding that question, I want to add I want to add some more question regarding that question. Now let's see. Allegation is from Meitei community is that regarding the Kuki-Zo demand is it's challenge the national unity and sovereignty. Sovereignty. What do you say about that? It challenges
There
the
is no
national
threat
unity and sovereignty
to
of India. They say.
national security. No, no, no. This is very, if Meiteis are putting it forward like that, then it is very wrong on their part. The demand of the Kuki people for separate administration is totally within the framework of the Constitution of India. It does not pose any challenge to the national security or to the territorial integrity of the country. And they're only asking a separation from the Meitei government. They're only asking separation from that. That does not pose any threat to the territorial integrity of the country, of India. And if they put it forward like this, then they are wrong. They should not resort to this kind of mischief. It is provided for in the Constitution. It is totally constitutional. Kuki demand is totally constitutional. Territorial integrity of a state is not permissible. It's a non-concept as far as Constitution of India is concerned. Territorial integrity of any state is a non-concept. So many states have been reorganized. So many states. There are so many examples of reorganization of states. So what's the big deal if even Manipur can be reorganized? If it can save lives, so what?
Miss, what is your opinion regarding Meitei people are not willing to accept our demand? Did they have right to accept it or not? The Meitei people, the Meitei government.
Well, in the
No,
first
it's not
place,
up to them. It's not up to them to accept.
they're not asking for an opinion. They have
Yeah,
failed us.
your
what we want is-
demand is to the government of India. Your demand is not to the state government or to the Meitei people.
Exactly, yes.
They are nobody to accept or reject it. They are nobody. They don't have a locus.
we
They are
have the
nobody
right
to accept it.
We have the right to us because they have failed to protect us, and the way the way Kuki people were treated is not at all acceptable. It's not at all acceptable in such that we can no longer live together. It's not that we don't want peace. We want peace, but with justice we want, and with justice followed by separate administration, we want to maintain a relationship, a good relationship with, being as a neighbor.
Well, separate administration is also part of justice. Part of
Yeah.
separate administration, part of justice, and there is no peace is possible without justice. Unless justice is served on the perpetrators of all those crimes of murders, rapes, parading of naked parading of ladies, till all of that, and raising of private militia, unconstitutional private militia, extra constitutional security setup, all these are crimes, and they have perpetrated all sort of criminal offenses on innocent people. All of them need to be brought to justice, only then there can be some semblance of peace. Without justice, there is no peace. All these people who are responsible for whether it be Biren Singh or Sana Jauba or Koran Ganba or Pramod Singh or Kanan Singh and the entire gang of criminals, all of them need to be brought to justice. Only then there can be peace. Otherwise, what kind of peace are we talking if there is no justice?
Yes, exactly.
Let's go to next question. Here, sir, you have already visited Kuki-Zo land, part of Kangpopi, part of Lamka, and you have visited there. See, according to my opinion, my point of view, there is a threat to the constitution of India, constitution of India here, right to life and liberty amid conflict. Regarding on this question, what did you see? Article 21 of the Indian Constitution, right to life and liberty amid conflict. We have suffered enough, dying, raping, killing. What do you see? Is the Constitution is reliable to us still, sir? It doesn't protect us, I think, according to my
What I
opinion.
have seen is, what I saw is that the state, it was the responsibility of the state to ensure the right to life and liberty, which the state has miserably failed to protect those rights, which are the fundamental basic rights, basic fundamental rights, Article 19, Article 21, which the state has miserably failed to protect. And therefore, the state cannot be trusted. The state of Manipur cannot be trusted with that anymore. And the Honorable Supreme Court, in number of judgments and orders and observations, has pointed out that it does not have any faith left in the capabilities of the state government, either in terms of providing security or in terms of carrying out investigation or in terms of protecting the lives and liberties of its subject. So the state, there is total state failure, and the sacking of the state government should have come much earlier. President rule should have come much earlier, and this is the fault of the central government, which kept on sustaining a failed state government for such a long time.
Miss, according to Indian Constitution, what are the legal remedies for protection exists under Indian law to life and liberty?
Life and liberty is the basic fundamental right provided in the Constitution, and then taking a life is a criminal offence in the Indian Penal Code as well as the BNS now. So all the offences related to life and liberty have already been committed by the majority community and their leaders. They all have to be brought to book. That is what I have been saying. Bringing them to justice is the part of the peace process. Has to be the part of the peace. One of the part of the peace process, one of the pillars of the peace process has to be to bring all those perpetrators to justice.
Correct.
Any comment, Miss?
Yeah.
This one.
Article 21
it's exactly these people for whom the stringent and draconian laws like UAPA have been formulated, have been enacted in our country. Not only IPC or BNS, they all should be hauled up under UAPA. Because they have been acting like terrorists. They've completely fulfilled the definition of terrorism.
I would say even worse than that. So, Article 21 has clearly been violated. Over 60,000 Kuki-Zo people have lost their homes and are living in the camps. We are not asking for anything extra. The only right to live in peace, safety, and with dignity. That's a basic constitutional right that we are demanding.
Here, let's go. Let's proceed the next question. Impact of free movement and citizenship right. It's under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution ensure free movement across the country. Here, sir, since the violence erupted in 3rd May, we can go to the Infar and we can cross the Infar. And also, there is some free movement from the Kangpopi side. What do you see about this right impact of free movement?
right to free movement, not only you cannot go through Imphal, but the Meiteis also cannot go through your territories, mainly Lamka and Kangpokpi also. Some of them may be going by hiding with amongst the Nagas and all. That is a possibility, which I cannot deny. But right to free movement is not absolute. Freedom of movement as a fundamental right is not an absolute right. In view of, as long as it endangers or threatens the right to life, then such free movement cannot be, it's it cannot be allowed. Such free movement cannot be allowed if that free movement is threatening the right to life. Right to life is paramount. If there's no right to life, what will if the right to life is not protected, then what's this hue and cry about protecting the right to free movement? Nobody is interested in protecting right to life, while everybody just wants to enjoy the right to freedom of movement.
Actually,
It's a joke.
yeah,
It's a joke. So let's not play any jokes on each other. And
right.
so, right to life has to be ensured first. Protection of lives and liberty have to be ensured first. Then we can talk about right to freedom of movement. Till then, the right to freedom of movement can wait.
Yeah.
What is your opinion, Miss? Uh, impact
Free
of free
movement
movement.
and
Impact of free
sorry.
movement can lead to a separation. How much we need separate administration from impact of free movement?
Yeah. When a community cannot move freely, has no state protection, and lives in fear, then the system has completely failed. In this situation, asking for a separate administration is not extreme at all. It's a necessary step to forward our rights and rebuild trust. That's the only way.
Now, my next question is tribal autonomy versus territorial integrity. Regarding the Indian constitution recognize tribal autonomy under 5 and 6 schedule of the constitution. Can you explain, sir, this provision? How did it apply? How did it came into force in for protection of tribal community?
Yes,
5
I've
and 6
already
schedule.
answered the part, but I will try to answer again. I will try to rephrase my words. See, tribal autonomy is a constitutional mandate under Article 244 and Article 231. Tribal autonomy is a constitutional mandate. It's not an option. It is mandatory. While territorial integrity of a state is a non-concept as far as Constitution of India is concerned. If the two have to be weighed, if the two options have to be weighed, on one side you keep tribal autonomy, and the other side you keep territorial integrity of a state, then of course the tribal autonomy will have more weightage than the territorial integrity of a state, because tribal autonomy is mandatory as per Article 244 of the Constitution of India, while there is no such thing as territorial integrity of a state as far as Constitution of India is concerned. So it's a totally misnomer to compare both the two of them. It's totally not wrong. It's a non-concept, non-est, we call it. So this is not even comparable. Tribal autonomy is an absolute mandate. Territorial integrity is a non-concept. Be very clear about it.
Yeah, what is your opinion, Miss? Can you answer?
Regarding this, I would say after facing an attempt at genocide, we no longer feel safe living together, and separate administration is the only real solution. We are not trying to divide the country. We just want a safe, self-governed space where we can live freely and without fear.
Now let's proceed to the next question. My this would be my last second question. The role of judiciary and rule of law restoring peace. What is your opinion, sir, regarding about this role of judiciary and rule of law in restoring peace?
Well, both have failed. The Manipur judiciary has totally failed to hold accountable the Manipur government, as well as the the judiciary at the Manipur High Court level has also failed, because High Court access to High Court is not available to the Kukis.
Yeah.
So it means nothing as far as the Kukis are concerned. The High Court of Manipur means nothing now as far as Kukis are concerned, because they can't access it. The role of judiciary has been, very, very dismal and absolute failure. And as far as the judiciary at the Supreme Court is concerned, they have tried to be, slightly proactive in the beginning, but I don't know what happened later on, that they are not able to adjudicate on the question of Biren tapes. Neither they are able to adjudicate on a lot of other questions which petitions are pending before it. Those petitions are not being listed for a long time. So the role of judiciary is, as far as Kukis are concerned, the role of judiciary has been very, very dismal. And therefore the failure of rule of law.
What about the law in restoring peace, sir? Rule of law in restoring peace.
Restoring peace, what? Say again.
Rule of law in restoring peace, sir.
Rule of law in restoring peace. Oh, there has been no rule of law for a very, very long time. As long as the state government was there, Biren Singh government was there was no rule of law. I can say it very clearly. Some semblance of rule of law can be seen only after president rule has been imposed. Before that, there was no rule of law. There was rule of the mob. Before president rule, as long as Biren Singh was the chief minister, there was no rule of law. There was only the rule of the mob. You say something against Biren Singh, your house will be burnt next day. Okay? This was the rule of the mob before that. You say something against the Arambai Tengol, your house will be burnt, or your house will be stormed, your house will be raided. That's what the rule was earlier. Rule of law are we talking? Peace has been restored while the scale of violence has come down only after president rule has been imposed. Before that, there was no rule of law.
I mean, in future tense, sir, rule of law in restoring peace. Can you answer in future tense, upcoming?
Please, sorry, again.
Can in future there should be rule of law in restoring peace?
Future depends on the central government. If they want a lasting peace, they should give the tribals their right as per the constitution. Their right to self-governance as per the constitution. Their right to determine their own future as per the constitution. If there has to be a peaceful future, then constitution has to be followed. Otherwise, this can go on for years.
According to your point of view, sir, the president rule, now in Manipur, there is president rule. How many months are going to extend, according to your opinion?
It can be extended to 6 months at a time, and it has to be done by the parliament. So let's see. Right now, it has been extended only last month. Let's see. So we have got 5 months more of president's rule. So let's see what happens after that. And let's see what happens in the meantime.
Miss, what is your opinion regarding the role of judiciary and rule of law in Manipur? Sir has already answered.
I just.
Yes, sir.
Kuki-Zo has said that the Kuki people have no access to the High Court of the capital. That is a very, very sad part. But up to some extent, we have also submitted to NHRC in the capital of India. So as per my opinion, the judiciary must act now. We have like submitted petitions, evidence, and uh, of the human rights, but justice is still delayed. So we want peace, but peace will only come.
Let me put it again. Let me
Yeah,
put it again. What is the role of the judiciary if we cannot access it? What is the role of judiciary in our lives if we have no access to it? It's as simple as that. The role is zero.
yeah. So since we cannot access the capital high court, the state high court, at least we had submitted some petitions and with evidence to NHRC in the capital, in the heart of the country. So the judiciary must act now so that we can at least get the separate administration and the justice. This is what my comment is. We need
Okay.
we need a separate governance. The law must act now. The law must not fail the tribal people of Manipur. What is your opinion on that?
I've already spoken my opinion on this.
I know,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
I mean, since we cannot access to the state high court, we have submitted the petitions and the evidence.
Those petitions to NHRC is not the National Human Rights Commission is not it's not a judicial forum. Okay, so we cannot ascribe it as a judicial forum. It's a separate body. So, but if the NHRC is also not forthcoming with any action, then we must say that we can safely say that even we have lost we have lost the trust with quasi judicial bodies as well.
Okay, okay. Let's come to conclusion. This is for both of you. My last question is, in coming day, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi likely to visit our area now. Road construction, everything is going on in part of Kuki area, Maite area, and so on. It was never happened before, so our PM is likely to visit us. That's why road construction has been smoothly going on. So, what is your expectation when he visit us? What is your expectation? What will he give us, according to your opinion, sir?
I don't have any expectations from a person who has been sitting and going all over the world, either sitting in Delhi or going around the world for last 2.5 years, while not bothered to speak even 1 minute on Manipur in all these years and months. So I have zero expectations from such a person. Whether he comes or not, it doesn't make any difference.
What is your opinion, Miss?
He's the Prime Minister of the country. The least he could have done is spoken few words of compassion. But what he did was made a mockery of the victims in the violence. He made a mockery of them in the parliament. And I remember his exact words. His words were to the effect that, oh, Manipur situation is like, like a henny who's unhappy. This is what he said in Hindi. Pupi root gayi hai, pupi rooti hui hai. Types, which actually in English, which means that the henny is not happy with us. So we will somehow, get around that. This is what he said, in effect. So I have zero expectations from such a person. And Kuki people should also have zero expectations from such a person.
Sir, I would like to ask you one more question regarding the judiciary, part of judiciary. So we can. You already told us that we cannot assess the High Court means no use. What will be our next step? The Kuki people, we can't use the High Court. We can't go to the infer. And what will be our next step to survive in judiciary system?
Yes, there should be a demand from the Kuki people to establish an additional bench of the High Court in one of the Kuki districts, maybe Lamka. In Lamka, there should be an additional bench of the High Court so that the remedies of the High Court are also accessible to the Kuki people. That a demand should come from the Kuki civil society and from the Kuki community. For an additional bench of High Court in one of the Kuki districts.
So regarding that, without getting separate administration, will they are willing to give us benches of High Court?
See, if you get separate administration, then you will have your separate High Court. But till then, I'm suggesting. What about till then? Till then, there should be an additional bench in one of the Kuki districts, preferably Lamka.
So that our voice can be heard.
No, so that those remedies are available to you.
Right.
Voice is heard or not is another matter. At least the remedy should be available.
Okay. Thank you so much for your advice.
Thank you so much for your advice, sir. Let's proceed. This would be my last question. You have seen from 3rd May violence eruption and 3rd May 2023. You have. I know you have followed it thoroughly, and you know our problem, Kuki people problems and the Métis people problems in central level, in state level. You have also visited us. I would like to thank once more to you, sir. My question is, the way we demand for separate administration is, how do you see, according to your opinion, this is my last question, is we are going the right path or not? That's my question, sir.
In India, the right path is the path of peaceful protest. So as long as the Kukis are demanding their rights by way of peaceful protest, the path is right. As long as it is by means of peaceful protest, it is the right path. And but I believe that the message is not going across properly, at least to the central government. So the intensity of peaceful protest should be heightened, should be enhanced. I would say that.
What about Miss last comment? We are going that in the right path or not? Now, sir, see, there is no protest, and we are just waiting for separate administration from central to give us. This is right? I'm asking.
Waiting gets nobody gets anything.
It will take us nowhere.
Nowhere in this world waiting will get you anything. Forget India. Nowhere in this world people get anything while sitting and waiting.
Yeah. So likewise, we need to fight for it. We need to demand for it. We need to
Yes.
Do the protests. We need to raise our voice. We need to seek for
raise your voice so that your voice is taken seriously.
Exactly. Just sitting and just going for a talks will not lead us to nowhere.
It will get you nothing.
It
get
will
you nowhere. Get you nothing.
Right.
Sir, finally, I would like you to give a message to the Kuki people. Last few messages.
This entire interview was message to the Kuki people only. What message?
That is some kind of advice.
All I would say is that keep up your efforts, keep the fight on, and demand your rights with much more intensity. Is what I would like to say.
What about Miss?
Thank you so much
request you to give.
Yeah, I think we are on the same page, like Sir Biswajit has said. It makes us know when, until we, uh, until we shout for it, until we fight for it. So we should not give up. We should keep we should keep working on, and we should work hard on it so that we can get what we want and we get justice. Lastly,
So-
I would like to thank Biswajit. I would like to thank you so much on behalf of the Kuki people, and also I would, to everyone watching this show, I humbly ask you to see our pain, the Kuki people's pain, hear our voices, and stand with us in the journey of peace and justice. Together, we can ensure that no community is forgotten. And long live TC Network.
Thank you once again, Sir Biswajit Singh. We always request you to be stick with us and know our right and fight for us till the end of we get our what we demand.
One more question.
Thank you, Sir Biswajit Singh, for joining us this interview. This is it's my pleasure to discuss with you here, and Miss Marina. Tuni hua TC network Seigilkhomna ihung kyau lim now hi chan chu hi tan tin hi chi TC network Seigilkhomna ve zo se avelin chung che wa ki pathu ken se